What's up, everyone? This is Betamax. My name is Fidel. Joining me, as always, is Eddie and Birdie. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hello.
So, on this episode, we're going to be talking about the newly released Mortal Kombat. Eddie and me watched it last night, and then when did you watch it, Birdie?
Like a couple hours ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to dive into it. Do you guys want to talk about the originals first, real quick? Just to give like a, I guess like a memory type of thing.
I think we should.
The first two, right?
Yeah.
The 90s ones.
Yeah. Do you guys remember watching those?
Because I that's all I seen. It's just those three, the two 90s ones and this one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the.
Oh, the like Legacy or whatever, the web series.
Yeah, I didn't see that or the other one, the Scorpion one.
Oh, Scorpion's Revenge.
Yeah.
Oh, the animated one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw that one either.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
That one's on HBO, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. I gotta check that one out, but yeah, I haven't seen that one. But what do you guys remember of the first one? Like when you guys saw it, like how old were you? The very first one.
What year did it come out?
What year did that one come out?
I think that one 96, no? 95, 96, something like that.
1996. But I do remember liking the first one a lot. 'Cause
1995.
yeah, so I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah?
But I distinctly remember watching that in theaters.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, that was Annihilation. Sorry.
Annihilation I remember watching in theaters,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah,
first one I saw on
I don't
VHS.
think I had the VHS. I used to always stare at the VHS. I thought it looked so cool.
For the first one?
Yeah. I might be talking about Annihilation again, because Annihilation was Annihilation the one with the decaying dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just I'm confusing them. But yeah, the first one I liked a lot because watching the VHS when it came out, because I really doubt I was like a 4 or 5 year old
Yeah.
being like, damn sick. But I think around the time Annihilation came out, I'm pretty sure like my brother like was like, oh, check this out, because he was always introducing me to shit around that time. So,
did you guys play the games at all? Like when you were a kid? Like the arcade game?
I did. Did you like the movies, Eddie? The first two? What was your experience with the first one?
I don't remember when exactly I watched the first one because I was so young. But I remember I would always watch it. I had the VHS. I never had the second movie, but I remember I liked that one too. But the first one I would replay all the time.
Yeah.
I was like all into the theme song and like I remember like I didn't watch it.
So there was like a little Eddie out there listening to techno.
He's like,
90s techno. And
shut up, Mom.
Get out of my room, Mom. Yeah, I remember I liked it. I remember like not understanding any of it.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know, like if you look back at it, it doesn't make sense. The movie.
Yeah.
Like the rules of the tournament don't make any sense. Like, cause I recently watched it. I watched it maybe like a month ago or something. But yeah, like even then, like I'm just like this makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the hell they were thinking. But I still enjoy that movie a lot. We talked about this an episode ago or 2 episodes ago.
We're talking about
video game movies.
Yeah.
And how it's like one of the better films for video games. But yeah, I really like this movie and like I still do. Like I will still watch it.
Oh yeah.
And I think a lot of it still holds up, especially like the fighting scenes. There's a few like the CGI doesn't hold up as well, but
especially in Annihilation.
Oh yeah, that movie. Well, let's talk about the first one. We'll get into Annihilation. But there's a lot of things that hold up in it, and I think one of the like I guess main things that I really like about it was I talked about this in the other one too, Goro.
Yeah.
And how he was like this like $1 million animatronic, and he just looks fucking cool. He still does. Like you watch the movie now, and it looks fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like his facial expressions, everything about it. Like I don't know who the hell was the actor that was playing him, but for him to be having that heavy ass suit on him, like, like props to him, dude. Like he rolled in that role. But like, even just the fighting scenes, I heard when it got released originally, people, I guess they said, oh, there's not enough fight scenes in it, so they went back and they added 2 fight scenes, which was, I think they added the second half of the Scorpion fight scene when they're actually like in Scorpion's like outworld or wherever he's at, and the reptile scene, which is my favorite fight scene from that whole. That one is
definitely the best one.
I would even go as far as to say that fight scene is the best out of like all the movies so far.
Yeah, I think so,
including the crappy web series, the Conquest crap. But yeah, they used real real martial artists, and you can see what's going on the way it was filmed. You know, it's not shaky. There's no like hidden like punches where they cut away. Like there's a lot of like skill and like choreography that went into it.
Yeah.
And like I said, it still holds up so well. Like it's so hard hitting, and it's crazy to think that movie like came out like in what, 95 you said?
Yeah.
Still holds up that well. There's a lot that doesn't hold up too. Like I said, the CGI, a lot of it just doesn't, but you can't really blame them for that.
Like the acting.
Yeah. And even though the acting is cheesy at like a lot of moments, I like that dynamic between Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, and Johnny Cage. Like they feel like they're legit friends by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just have good charisma together, and I think that's something that's missing in the rest of the movies as well. And I don't know. Like one thing I didn't like, even though we get a fight with Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they don't fight each other. And there's like a line that explains why in that movie. Like when they first got on that ship and they're on their way to the tournament, you know, they come out and it has that badass like little like song playing, and Shao Kahn says
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung, yeah. He says what was it? I don't remember the exact thing. I think it says he says Sub-Zero and Scorpion, deadliest of enemies, but slaves under my command, or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So watching it now, I'm just like, oh man, they missed a golden opportunity to have like these two just try to fuck each other up. And I think it would have been like super cool. Like that Scorpion and Johnny Cage fight scene. Like have you guys seen it recently?
It's been a while since I watched it, but I do remember thinking it was really good.
Like the Scorpion and Johnny Cage one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the one that took place in like that hellish?
Yeah.
Or the one in the forest?
No. Well, specifically the one where they're like in hell or wherever they're at.
Oh, yeah. I remember being really into the first part of that fight.
The forest?
When I was a kid, yeah. Because I was really into the whole like.
Yeah.
Like him going like putting his hand out and that little guy coming out of his hand. I remember I used to do that a lot to like my mom when she would like piss me off when I was a kid. Yeah, I'd always be like but yeah, I remember being really into and then the fact that like it reached the limit and like Johnny Cage used that against him.
Oh,
or he just started running around and like I was chasing him and he was
like got kind of tangled.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, that was cool.
Even though he only had to take like one step forward. Like reach him.
Scorpion's all, oh, man, this guy's fucking good. Whatever will I do?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like all you gotta do is like
he's tangled up though. That's not how rope works.
Maybe he's not tangled up. He's just around the tree.
Maybe it didn't reach a limit. Maybe it did get tangled in one of the trees or something.
All right, you guys are reaching. What did you guys think about the spear though? Like it being like an organic thing.
Like out of his hand, like
yeah, like and it was kind of alive. So instead of being like this object that he just chucks at you,
I didn't mind that.
I liked it. Yeah. I thought it was a cool idea.
Cause I don't think you ever see that again in the movies, not in the movies, the games.
Yeah, because I know in like the later games, it's like an object that he has. It's not like an organic
I
thing.
only played the first 3 that came out like in the 90s.
Oh really?
That's it.
So you never played like the ones for PS3, PS4 and stuff? Yeah, like it's just like he doesn't he have it tied up on his belt or something?
There's like 2 different ones. I've seen one that's just like a rope that he has tied around his like belt or whatever, and there's one that it's like a chain.
Yeah.
That like I don't know if he has like a mechanism, but it just fucking like it's able to like retract.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting. But yeah, going back to like the fight scenes, like they're so like I don't know, like I just love that they focus on the combat. Not so much like the special abilities and powers.
Yeah.
Because I think they understood like, yeah, we don't have like the CGI won't be that great or whatever. They really wanted to focus on just fighting, like hand to hand combat, which I thought was cool. And I don't know. I liked how the ninjas actually looked like ninjas.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I wish there was more of them. And I don't know. I thought it was kind of strange that they chose Liu Kang to be the main character.
For the movie, yeah, that was a little... Because...
For which one? The first one?
For the first one, yeah.
Like, I'm like, out of all these characters, you chose that guy. You have these cool ninjas. You have the fucking Raiden who has lightning. And it's like, no, you chose him specifically.
It wasn't Johnny Cage? That was the main character?
No, Liu Kang was the main character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I did like Johnny Cage in that movie, though.
Yeah, I liked him in that movie, too. That actor, he played like a good, like, self-centered asshole.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this movie?
Fuck. I had a thought, and it escaped me. Thanks a lot.
I think... I think the guy who plays Reptile in the first one plays Sub-Zero in the second one. Sub-Zero's brother.
The guy with the scar over his eye? Really?
Mm-hmm. And I remember...
I can see that.
When I found that out, like, I looked at the fight scene, and I was looking at the eyes. I'm like, oh, you can tell it's him.
That was a gnarly fight scene. Like that.
I think it, like, the music amplifies it a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, even though, like, I'm not into techno, like watching it now, just, like, it's such a part of that movie.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't, like, unsee it. And I don't know, I'll get into like the new movie and their music later on. Like
Mortal Kombat and Ninja Turtles were the VHS I would watch constantly. So whenever I would see like a movie that had a New Line Cinema like opening like scroll, it would always just remind me of either Ninja Turtles or Mortal Kombat. So like for like the longest time, like it was like that. And then the second one, Annihilation, I do remember like thinking that one was cool because Nightwolf wasn't, because I don't remember why, but I loved Nightwolf as a character, and I thought it was so tight that he was finally in the movie.
Who's Nightwolf?
He was the one that teaches in the movie. He teaches Liu Kang his animality. He's like that, like he talks all like this.
Doesn't he turn into a wolf, or he's a wolf at first?
Yeah, he's a wolf at first, and he's like attacking Luke. It's that scene where Liu Kang's being attacked by a wolf, but you don't see him being attacked by a wolf. You just see him holding the camera like, ah, and it's like all weird. Like.
Nice.
I do like that they like right off the bat they start off with a theme.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like fuck, it just slaps you in the face like as soon as that shit starts rolling, dude.
What did you think of like the fact that they killed Johnny Cage in Annihilation like right away?
Was that the original actor too, or did he?
No.
It wasn't?
Nope.
It was a different actor?
That's probably why they did.
The only people that came back were Liu Kang and
Katana.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was different Raiden, different Sonya, different Jax.
Different Johnny Cage. None of the actors
Are you sure it was a different Johnny Cage?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of.
And I think he didn't come back because they like the script killed him off right away. So he's like, yeah, I don't even want to do it. Yeah, I'm positive it's not him. So yeah, like most of the actors did not come back for the second one, which I think is probably like for the best for their career.
Yeah.
But
did W.S. Anderson make the second one too?
I don't think so.
No.
Let me look it up real quick. I doubt it though.
I forgot who made it.
It must have been like some no name or some shit.
There's a ton of videos on YouTube talking about like how that movie became such a mess and like what happened.
It came out in '97, directed by John R. Leonetti.
Yeah. So that movie had a bigger budget than the first one. By a lot.
Yeah.
So I was curious, like, how the fuck did this movie like look way more terrible than the first one? Like, how did it look? Like the first one, like I said, it had bad CGI, but they used it so sparingly that it didn't really like take you out of the film.
And it's funny you're bringing that up, that it looks worse, because the director was actually the cinematographer of the first one.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yeah.
But I think they had several directors before him, though, if I remember correctly.
Like before they settled on using him?
Yeah, I think it... I guess it's like a common thing for like first-time directors where they have like a huge budget and they spend so much money like right off the bat, so when like towards the end of the filming, like they just run out of like money, they just have to like sacrifice a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So that's why like so many scenes look like crap,
especially
especially the ending.
Oh.
But yeah, it's just a day and night difference between the first and second film. The first one's really, like I said, it has its moments where it's just like, this looks terrible, or it's too cheesy, or, you know, little things like that. But for the most part, it's still like a good film.
What'd you guys think of the Raiden that they chose for the second one?
I don't even remember.
I like that actor, but he fucking sucks in that movie. But like I said, like every character sucks in that movie.
I remember like rewatching it as an adult and thinking, this new Raiden is a fucking creep.
Yeah.
Like he comments a lot on the women's looks. Like,
yeah, and he's supposed to be this god, you know?
Yeah. Like when the scene where they meet up with him and they have Jade with them. Do you remember that? And then he's like, "Who's the girl? Can she fight as good as she looks?"
Yeah, he was saying little pervy shit like that.
But yeah, he's like a pretty creepy character in
That's
this movie.
one thing that I did like about the new Mortal Kombat. Like Raiden actually felt like a god. Like he was like in the first one, like he has like these little jokes too. I don't know if you remember.
He's more of like a snarky type of character in the first one.
Yeah, and I don't know. I didn't like it, but it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
But in the second one, they just went full blown creep.
Yeah.
Like you said, you know, he's making jokes about these girls, and they cut his hair so it's like really short, and I don't know. There's so much wrong with this movie.
That's weird.
The fighting fucking sucks. The CGI is
you
terrible.
didn't like the choreographed dancing kicks when they were like, I forgot which characters it was, but they were trying to kick each other, but they kept missing.
It reminded me of that scene in Revenge of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi or Revenge of the Sith?
Revenge of the Sith. There you go. Yeah. Where Obi-Wan's fighting Anakin, and they're on the ship, and there's that one, like, it's like 5 seconds long, and they're just spinning the fucking lightsabers around, but they're not hitting each other. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that was cool.
But that's what they did.
Yeah.
But with kicks.
Yeah, that's all. I remember seeing that. I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. And I remember, what's the big bad guy in that movie?
Shao Kahn?
Shao Kahn. In the first one, he appears at the very end, and he's like this big menacing figure, and he has like this deep voice, and he just looks fucking terrifying. And then the movie, you know, that's when it ends, and you're just like, oh man, I can't wait for the sequel. This guy's gonna be ruthless. He's gonna be like this force to reckon with. And he's like, he's laughable, dude.
Yeah.
In the second one, he's just super like, there's nothing scary about him.
He seems like, because I don't remember if they put him next to a lot of people, but I'm pretty sure the actor is like short, like really short.
He's like, yeah, he didn't seem like big. Like he was kind of scrawny looking.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sure he was like fucking ripped, but maybe like you said, they put him next to these actors and he just looks small compared to everyone.
Yeah. And like a lot of the costume design I didn't like especially like Baraka.
Where it just looks like he got like a plastic mask.
Yeah,
and they just put it over him. His head looks
you can
giant.
hear him like growling and shit, but the mouth isn't moving.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of that. Even like who was it? Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I didn't like their costumes at all. Even their masks just looked cheap.
Yeah, it looked really cheap.
Like what is that called? The balaclava, whatever that stuff that goes underneath the mask.
Oh, I don't know what it's called.
But anyways, that thing looks crappy in the second one, and it's like this. It's just a piece of cloth. Like, how do they get that wrong?
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this last time we mentioned Annihilation, but my favorite part about Annihilation was the cyborg version of the ninjas.
Oh yeah, that was actually cool.
That was fucking tight. Like the cyborg scorpion, cyborg like reptile, cyborg. You know, that was cool.
Yeah, the like the fight scene with that one and Jax
and
in
they,
that
like,
lab.
And then they put like the cyborg noises when they would like move. And, like, and like when they would punch, it'd be like I don't know, it sounded all robotic, like boo. Like, I don't know, that was pretty cool.
That was actually pretty tight.
I like that. I remember I was Scorpion for Halloween.
Yeah.
Because of those movies.
Yeah.
Like,
so, or would you say you're a Scorpion guy over a Sub-Zero?
Yeah, I would say so.
Ugh. Bitch.
But it's mostly like, because I told you, like, I used to like go around the house and just like get pissed and be like, just put my hand in front of everyone's face.
Your mom was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah, I'm a Scorpion guy over Sub-Zero. Nah. But then, so do you guys have any thoughts about, like, final thoughts about Annihilation before I move on?
I don't think we can say anything that hasn't already been said. Like, that movie's just all around terrible. But it's so terrible that in a funny way.
Yeah.
That it's so enjoyable to watch with, like, friends and just talk shit.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. Like, it's not boring. You can say that.
It's definitely not a movie I would want to watch by myself. Yeah. Like you said, I'd rather watch it with friends.
That's the one reason I didn't rewatch this one. I try to watch all the ones I can, for this podcast, and I skipped that one just because, like I said, I've only seen it a handful of times, so that's like plenty.
Did you guys ever watch the live action TV show? Do you remember it?
Is that Conquest?
I don't remember what it was called. It might have been.
But not the web series, right?
Not the web series. This was in the 90s.
I think that's Conquest.
Where I think Quan Chi was like the main villain.
Yeah, it was super terrible looking.
I don't remember seeing it, but for some reason I have this memory of Quan Chi sitting in it's like a throne type of thing. But I know I used to watch it. I just don't remember anything from it.
No. It's terrible.
It was called Conquest?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's the one you're talking about. Because they did a couple years ago they released like a trailer that was like, I think it was called Rebirth.
Oh yeah. That ended up turning into the web series.
Yeah, and I remember I thought like maybe they're doing this to like try to get a movie going, or
well, that was the initial plan for it. Like, it was supposed to be kind of like a pitch, kind of like when that Deadpool test footage, like the animated test footage, was released.
Yeah,
something like that. Like, it was supposed to be like that.
I remember I liked that trailer a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's like a different look at Mortal Kombat. Like, what if Mortal Kombat was set in the real world?
Yeah.
Where it's like, like Reptile is just like this deformed guy who's like a cannibal, and Baraka was like this doctor who like killed someone or something, and he just went crazy and he started like.
Baraka was secretly Barack Obama.
But I remember I liked that aspect of it, but nothing came of it besides a web series after that.
Yeah, they ended up turning it into a web series. I remember I used to have it on Blu-ray because I bought it as a pack. It was like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and they called it Legacy.
Yeah.
And I watched them all, and I mean, some of them are pretty okay.
They're like hit and miss, dude.
Yeah.
But even like the ones that are like, oh, that was pretty cool. Like, it wasn't that great.
Yeah. I do remember liking that they got what's his name? I think it was Michael Jai White to play Jax, the guy that played Spawn.
Yeah.
Like, they had him,
that guy.
Yeah, they had him as Jax in it. And
was he Jax?
In the web series, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, and I thought that was tight. So I was like, man, like, if they end up doing an actual movie, like, I hope they get him Jax again. Yeah, because I mean, he's a legit martial artist too.
Yeah.
That guy's so cool. I like that guy a lot.
Yeah. Have you ever seen his deleted scene from Kill Bill?
Oh, he was in Kill Bill?
It was deleted, the scene, but you could watch it. Like, there's a scene, I think it's in Japan, where Bill fights him. That's just fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because David Carradine, the actor that played Bill, he's also a martial artist. So, like, they just had, like, a sparring session. But, yeah, then when did this movie get announced, the new one?
A couple years ago.
Was it?
I think around the same time the web series was coming out. Like, people were, like, or after the web series came out, people were, like, speculating, like, oh, is there going to be a movie? Is there going to be a movie?
Well, like, the official announcement for it, though. Do you guys remember? Wasn't it, like, last year or something like that?
It was about a year ago when they started announcing, like, they started releasing, like, info on who's playing who. Because I remember, like, me and you were talking about it, and I remember you showed me Scorpion, and I was just like, damn, kind of bummed out. I'm like, he's gonna play Scorpion, like this old guy. But I do remember that once they started releasing that info, they wanted to put something in between that before that movie comes out, and that's why they released Scorpion's Revenge. And
did you said you watched that one?
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it for you guys because I do recommend you guys watch it. But I think that is the best adaptation of any Mortal Kombat ever.
Yeah?
It is fucking brutal.
Is Scorpion in it?
Hanzo. I don't like that. They use that fucking animation I don't like.
Anime?
No.
Like what type of animation? Like, what would you compare it to?
Cartoons.
Like
Eddie's all fucking hate cartoons.
No, like like I don't know why they I don't know if it's just lazy animation to me, even though it's probably a lot of work that goes into it. I just don't like that animation, but I got into it. That's how good that movie was.
Well, like
I looked past it. It reminds me of like the Teen Titans type of animation.
Oh, okay.
Like where it's like I don't know.
Like the comic book movie.
Yeah, like that kind of
cartoons.
stuff.
I kind of like that animation.
I can't.
I like the old, like early 2000s, late 90s of that.
Isn't it similar to like Dexter's Laboratory the way it is?
Kinda.
No.
No.
I could see why you say that though, but no. But I don't know. Like I like there's some anime that I really like, dude, but I don't know why they don't go with that style. I don't know why they chose this.
Man, that actually sounds like a good idea. Like a Scorpion anime.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's what this is. But anyways, dude, yeah, this movie is fucking brutal. Like right off the bat, it starts off similar with the Lin Kuei attacking Scorpion's
isn't it,
people.
Aren't they called like the Shia Ryu or something like that?
Lin Kuei is Scorpion's people.
No, Lin Kuei is Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero's people.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Sub-Zero. Yeah.
Then Scorpions is the Shia Ryu, I think.
I don't remember Scorpions.
I believe it is.
Yeah, it's the Shia Halid.
This movie. This movie does something that I always wanted to see.
Which is?
Like a fucking gory Mortal Kombat. A gory Mortal Kombat. Dude.
Also, it was the first one to be gory like that.
I think it does it better than the new movie too.
Is it a movie or is it a cartoon?
Yeah, it's a movie. No, well, it's an animated movie, but yeah, it ends like there's not gonna like it doesn't leave on a fucking like, oh, there could be a sequel, and that's what I liked about it. It's like a quick thing. But yeah, it's brutal. It has the actual tournament in it. Everything about it, like, it's pretty cool. And it, like I said, it's fucking violent. It's always nice to see like violence in cartoons. And when I say it's violent, like he's like chopping people's fucking limbs off. It has
Is it pretty like gory?
Yeah, I don't know what Mortal Kombat introduced, like the X-ray kills. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that was I want to say.
Was it 10?
Was that? Yeah, I was gonna say 10X.
Yeah, because they do that. Like there'll be a scene where someone punches another person, and then like you'll be able to see like through the meat into like the bones. You'll see like split open and stuff.
Damn, that sounds sick.
Yeah,
they should have done that in the movie.
But I don't know. Yeah, I recommend watching that. I think that's the best adaptation for any Mortal Kombat in the movie.
The cartoon one?
Yeah.
Probably check it out tonight then.
It's short, dude. You'll knock it out quick. And I don't know. I think it's better than the new movie, and it's better than the '90s movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, that's kind of seems like a common thing. Cause like, okay, Street Fighter movie, it's pretty bad. But I've never seen them, but I hear the animated movies are really good.
But I think, are they actual movies or are they like?
No, yeah, they're actual movies.
Street Fighter got like actual anime.
Yeah.
Like, anime.
See, yeah, I like that anime. Like I like how those visuals look. That animation looks fucking cool. But they don't do that with like these new movies. And I'm just like, fuck. I don't want to watch this shit that looks like a Gorillaz album cover. Like,
oh, what? That sounds tight.
No,
I'm gonna watch it now.
Yeah, I'm down. You know what? I'm gonna push pause on this one. All right, so
leads us to the new movie.
The new movie, Mortal Kombat 2021.
With the C.
It's not called Mortal Kombat 2021.
No, yeah, I'm just saying that it came out in the year 2021, year of our Lord. That'd be really dumb if they called it Mortal Kombat 2021.
That's what I would have called
it. All right, so initial thoughts, just overall thoughts. What did you guys think of the movie?
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was passable.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't anything great.
Yeah.
But, it's fresher in my mind than you guys for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I wasn't like blown away or anything, but I was definitely like enjoying myself.
What about you, Eddie? What are your just overall thought?
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. You know, it was cool.
There's definitely parts where I was just like, I couldn't. Nothing bad. Like I couldn't. Like my attention was like 100% on the movie.
No, I know what you mean.
Like I was like, ooh, this is getting good. But then out of nowhere, it would slow down, and I'd be like, ugh.
I noticed I had to like catch myself a few times because I kept like looking for things that were going wrong. I noticed I was doing that, and I was like, okay, I gotta stop. I just need to watch the movie.
Yeah, don't do that. Well, why would you?
I don't know.
Why would you even do that in the first place?
I don't know. It just automatically started happening, and I had to stop. Like when I noticed it is there's a scene where Shang Tsung's walking, and like he's talking, and his voice sounds like echoey, and like Melina comes up next to him and is like telling him something. Do you remember what scene I'm talking
when
about?
they're in the outer world?
Yeah, it's like the very beginning.
Yeah.
I noticed I was doing it because they were talking, and then he continues talking, and the camera like pans away to something else, and then it pans to behind them, and Melina isn't standing next to him anymore. She's like behind him, a significant distance.
I actually noticed that this movie had a shitload of continuity errors.
Yeah, but that's when I noticed. I
kept noticing it, and I was like, oh man, this is bugging me.
But yeah, that's when I noticed that I was doing that. So I was like, okay, just watch the movie, enjoy it, like try to enjoy it.
Did you like it though? Because I don't, did you say you liked it?
I thought it was fun. I did like it. Yeah, like I would watch it again. I really liked the beginning with Shang Tsung and his family, like that whole thing. Like
that's not Shang Tsung.
I mean, not Shang Tsung. Scorpion.
That's not Scorpion.
What?
Well,
Hanzo.
He's not Scorpion yet.
Hanzo.
Yeah, Hanzo.
With Hanzo and his family, like I would actually not mind seeing like a full movie of just that.
I like that opening scene.
Yeah, like I actually really enjoyed that opening scene, and then the blood splatter, like when he would like slash at somebody, reminded me of the video game.
It's really cartoony.
Yeah, like it reminded me a lot of the way it would splash out. Yeah, but yeah, overall I did like it, but yeah, it's not a perfect movie, and like you said, there's a lot of continuity errors to it. But what else did you guys like about it or dislike about it?
Well, I think it started off pretty strong. I don't think it I think that's that main beginning scene and the end scene are probably the best scenes in that film.
Yeah.
And just like you, like I don't think I'd want like a version that's just like realistic like that, like gritty, because like I feel like that would kind of take the fun out of it. But I do wish it was like more focused on them, because our main character, I thought he was super dull.
Cole, was that his name?
Cole Young.
Cole, was it Young or
I think so.
wasn't Smith?
No.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Cole Young.
Well, you're
but I thought he was
the main
fucking
character.
boring.
The main character? Oh, yeah, it was Cole. The descendant of Hanzo.
Yeah, but what was his last name? Do you remember?
Cole.
Cole?
Cole Young. No, I don't remember his last name, but I mean, a lot of people were calling him Cole. So I mean,
yeah, like he's definitely a character that's never been in any of the games, right?
I don't know, cause
he was made for this movie.
Was
yeah?
he?
Yeah.
Cause I wanted to ask you guys that. Like, I remember after I was done watching the movies, cause I only played the first three that came out for like Super Nintendo. And after that, I just never played a Mortal Kombat game ever. Yep. And then, but I wanted to ask you guys, because I think you guys played some of the more recent games.
I think I have the newest one.
Yeah.
I think.
Does this feel more like an adaptation of those?
Yeah.
It does. Huh?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I had a feeling, because when I was watching it, I was like, this is cool, but it's definitely not for my generation.
The scene that made me feel that way the most is the scene where Jax he has a line where he says, "I've done 2 tours, motherfucker."
Oh yeah.
That
it's straight from the game.
Not necessarily like word for word, but just the way it's filmed, because he's kind of like, the camera's kind of like at an angle like at him, like
it looks like those beginning monologues.
Yeah,
right before a fight.
Yeah, because they have monologues before they fight in the game, and they say like trash talk to each other, and like the camera's like at an angle from them, and when the second guy goes, the camera just zooms out like and pans to the wide shot.
Uh-huh.
So the way it was filmed, it looked like it was gonna do that, and it was gonna show them fighting.
I wanted it to do that.
I wanted it to do that too.
That's so funny that you mentioned that, because I was like, I hope it like does. I hope the director does some a cool little homage where he just like sets up the camera and sets up the characters to where they look like their energy bars are about to pop up on the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he didn't do it, and I was like, okay, that's fine.
That's what I thought was gonna happen at that moment when he said that, because the way, like I said, the way it was being filmed. But yeah, that's definitely like from the newer games.
Okay. I still enjoyed it though.
Yeah, it was cool.
I mean, even though I'm not really sure what the lore is at this point.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they changed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I think they're just taking a little bit from all the games and everything, doing their own thing. Like I said, they made that new character up just for us, the audience, so you could understand what the fuck the tournament is and everything.
Yeah.
But man, he was so fucking boring.
Who was?
Cole.
Yeah.
I need to look into like what else he's been in, because he's either like this is probably his first American feature or just his first feature like overall. But yeah, I did notice like his acting was like not the best. But he was like, I'll tell you guys one thing about this movie. I can tell for a fact that every person involved, everybody behind the camera and in front of it, was giving 100%.
Oh yeah.
Like they were trying their best.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that a lot.
One thing I actually really liked.
Like I could tell that nobody was like just
half-assing it.
Like
phoning it in.
Like, how much am I gonna get paid?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like every time
they were committed.
Every time someone was on screen, like I could tell they were just like, all right, I'm gonna do this, dude.
You don't think so?
No, I didn't feel like that with the main guy or Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn was in it?
Shang Tsung. Sorry. I didn't like his character is very underwhelming to me.
I wouldn't say he to me he didn't come off as like he wasn't into it. I saw it as a miscast.
Yeah, I would say that those two characters were really miscasted.
Yeah. But
I have a feeling that it's gonna make up if they do another one.
Well,
because those I have a feeling, because I didn't look into this movie enough, but I have a feeling that guy who played Cole, like he has to have some sort of martial art background.
Oh, like in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like something the casting director was like,
I think
I need someone to kick ass to be a decent actor. I don't need a fucking Daniel Day-Lewis. Like I'll do a Brad Pitt at this point. You know
like
what I mean?
I remember reading something about how their priority was finding people that had experience.
Yeah,
in
that's why
arts.
that's why I kind of forgave the performances, because it's like, you know what, I don't know. It's like getting like Chuck Liddell to like come out and act like, because he's just like a fucking badass UFC guy, and seeing him like on a movie fucking shit up would be cool. But then as soon as you hear him talking, you'd be like, oh man, shut the fuck up, you know. So I kind of forgave it because I have a feeling that's what happened. Is that the director or the people behind putting all this together were just like.
But I don't know. I can't forgive that if it's like the main character and like the main bad guy. Like, they should be, like, the center. They should be, like, getting your fucking attention. And like you said, it could be, like, a miscasting, but at the same time, it's just, like, how did no one say anything? Or no one said, hey, you know what, you're not menacing enough, dude, or your voice is kind of whack.
Maybe it was the best they could get.
Because, dude, think about it, like, in the first one, Shang Tsung.
Stop trying to say Shao Kahn.
I know. Okay.
Fuck.
He was like the perfect character, dude.
Yeah, that actor played Shang Tsung.
He was awesome. So perfect. They even brought him back for
Legacy.
Legacy.
Yeah. And
like that, just like I don't know, like that movie. In this movie, he had like a bunch of CGI. He had the cool costume. He had like his goons and everything, and like he couldn't just pull off the dialogue. He just couldn't do it.
I think what it is that guy doesn't have a intimidating face.
He doesn't.
He doesn't have an intimidating face.
Because I remember he was the dude from The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
the Asian guy. Yeah,
the weasel Asian guy.
Yeah, that's what. Like when I saw him, I was like, oh man, this is kind of miscasted. For me, you know. But yeah, like Eddie said, the guy from the first one was like, and then those lines, that line.
The way his line delivery, like.
No, the line. You know what line I'm talking about?
Your soul is mine.
Yeah, like I remember when he said that, like, because I wanted him, like I was waiting for him to say that. I was like, oh, he's gonna eat someone's soul, and he's gonna be like, your soul is mine. But that's what he sounded like to me. Like he was just like, your soul is mine. Like he was trying to sound evil.
Yeah.
But then the first guy, like he just was evil. You know, like, he was just like.
That guy looked intimidating.
Yeah. Like he looked pissed.
Yeah.
But this guy looked.
Yeah, he didn't. Like he didn't have an intimidating.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Like I think it's safe to say that fucking Sub-Zero fucking stole the show, dude.
Yeah.
He was the best character in this whole fucking film. Him and Kano.
I loved Kano.
I don't agree with that. I think the best performance was from the guy who played Hanzo.
Yeah, he was really good too.
Like every time he was on screen, I'd be like, "Oh, this guy's my favorite, dude." There's a reason.
He wasn't in it for that much. I thought he was gonna be the main character.
Yeah,
like
I thought like his son, you know, the baby.
Yeah. Well, the baby it was a girl actually.
Yeah, like I thought it was gonna have something to do with that. But
yeah.
I guess it was just they were just trying to show that his lineage was continuing down the line until Cole came up. You know.
Cole.
But yeah.
What would you think of Kano though?
Kano?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was hilarious.
That guy was tight.
Like that was a really good casting for that character.
When they first showed him. Because I remember seeing him in the trailers, but I didn't like look up who it was. That actor is in that show that I watched for a while, Superstore.
Oh really?
Yeah, he plays the pharmacist in that show. And when I was watching him as Kano, I was like, holy fuck! Like they cast this perfectly because the way he acts as Kano, that's how he acts in the show. That's how he is in the show. It's just Kano, like he says fuck, but that's how he is.
Yeah,
so I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Some of the lines that he was throwing out, like, I mean, it was funny, but sometimes I'd be like, man, this is probably not going to age well.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It definitely is not.
But I still found it, like, funny. Like, I thought he was the closest thing to a comic relief this movie's going to get.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, I really enjoyed Kano a lot.
Yeah, and then I noticed, like, that fight scene he had with Sonya in the trailer. Like, at the beginning of it, it was, like, shot in the dark. And I made a comment to Eddie. I was like, I wonder if they did that to try to hide, like, the choreography. Because maybe they're not that good at it. But right after I said that, they go into a room full of light. So, I don't know.
This movie, I looked, like, into it a lot. And the biggest complaint I found was the choreography. Like, it's not that great in this movie.
Yeah?
Yeah. And it sucks is, like, one of the things that like they think like they didn't have a good I don't know what you call him, the guy in charge of like choreographer, I guess. I don't know.
The stunt coordinator.
Yeah, I guess he had all this talent to work with, and he just didn't do it because they do. I did notice that they cut away a lot in the fight scenes.
Yeah.
But it's not all like. There's a few scenes where they actually show like them punching. There's one scene where I think it was when Cole Young is in that UFC fight in the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
And he's getting punched in the face, and like it shows it, but you can clearly see the actors like not connecting the punches. Yeah. He's just like swinging, and like his like fist is like 5-6 inches away from his face. I'm like, why would they leave that in? Yeah. This looks fucking terrible. And it's like it's a shame that the movie that came out in '95 like is way better, like way further along than this 2021 movie. And like you can't really blame like they had the actors, they had like the fucking people that actually know martial arts, and they just didn't utilize them that well.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I felt,
but like there was some scenes like that I was like, oh shit, like that was badass. So like I don't know, like they tried, but it wasn't up to par for like a Mortal Kombat movie.
It didn't stay consistent enough for me. Like
it was just all over the place.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a weird choice, I guess, because the marketing for this movie was like, it's like the most R-rated movies, you know what I mean? Of like video game movies or whatever. Like it was, we pushed it to the limit, you know. But then when I watched it, I was like, really, you did? Because I seen gnarlier shit than this, and it's still R-rated, you know. Yeah. As far as fight movies go, because I mean, even like the fucking Raid movies.
Oh, they're way more.
And they're R-rated, you know, and like they're way more gnarlier than whatever the fuck we were given. Yeah. You know, with this one. Not putting it down though, you know, I mean. I would say about this something about this movie is that I'm glad they did it the way they did, and I'm glad it's a movie that exists now. I'm happy this movie's out. Yeah. Because watching it from beginning to end, I could tell the studio was like they had a meeting with like whoever wanted to make it, and they were just like, all right, we're gonna give you the money, but we don't want to take you serious, but we're going to, because of what's going on right now in the world. Yeah. So I have a feeling if it wasn't for the pandemic, this probably would have been worse. Yeah. Yeah. Because I feel like the studios are getting more desperate every day. So they put a lot of faith in this movie, but and I felt in that sense they gave the director and the writers and everyone just like
a lot more freedom.
Yeah, where if they weren't as desperate right now, they'd probably be like, video game movie, a Mortal Kombat again. Like, no, yeah. Here's $2 million. That's all I'm gonna give you. And then we're gonna send an executive an executive there down every day just so you don't fuck it up. Yeah. You know, but I think
I can see that as a possibility.
But because, like I'm telling you, from beginning to end, I felt like I can tell from watching it, like the studio was like, please be good, please be a good movie, you know, like please succeed. And I think it did. I mean, you know, I mean it wasn't like the shit, like I said, you know, but it was definitely not a bad video game movie. But I'm glad it's a good video game movie, because I hope this opens the door for future video game movies to be taken seriously, because up until this point they haven't been taken seriously at all. Like, not at all. like if you guys were to like get into pre-production on like a fucking Metroid movie, and you would approach like WB and Legendary about it, like they'd probably be like, video game movie. Yeah. No, you know. Where I hope from this point on they're like, ooh, a video game movie. This could be like the next comic book boom. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I hope.
Hopefully.
I hope from like it gets to the point where studios start taking these sort of movies more serious, because I would like to see like an R-rated like Metroid movie. You know, I'd like to see like an R-rated Pac-Man.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
I'm just kidding, dude. But I just want video game movies to be taken more serious, and I felt like they did with this one.
So Eddie brought up something last night after we watched it about how they're gonna make at least 3 more, right?
3 or 4 more, yeah.
3 or 4 more, yeah. because the actor that plays Sub-Zero, he revealed that he signed on for 4 movies at least.
Yeah.
With the little caveat of if this one is successful. And Eddie was like, oh, this one's going to be successful. So I remember looking up, like, last night, the box office numbers. Because, I mean, some theaters are open now.
Yeah.
And the budget for the movie is $18 million. And when I checked it last night, it was it had already made $12 million for last night.
That's good.
Right now, the box office is $122.2 million.
Told you.
So we're definitely going to get more.
I hope so. I mean, we'll see what the studio says.
And I read that there's even talks of doing like before the next one comes out, doing a Johnny Cage solo movie.
I hope they don't. It's gonna turn into another fucking 2 minute. They should have done 2 films and that's it. Like that's all. Yeah.
What if they try to do like a universe type shit?
I'm pretty sure that's what they're setting up for.
Like they made the first movie and then they're probably gonna do like
solo
movies.
Like the end of the second movie, they're like, we need another fighter, and then Ryu from Street Fighter comes out. He's like, I'm a Street Fighter.
I'm a mortal ready for combat.
Just make it extremely cheesy.
But I could see them trying to do that just because we're in that age of like fucking universes.
I don't know how that would work though.
I hope they don't, because I don't think it would.
I don't know. I hope they just stay consistent with Mortal Kombat. That's it. Mortal Kombat. I hope they don't give any subtitles either.
Oh yeah. Like you want the second one to be called Mortal Kombat 2?
Yeah. Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3,
Because that's how the games were.
Yeah. Like I'm not a fan of like subtitles.
Subtitles?
I think it's a curse on movies.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't mind them.
Like it's like I wouldn't even say it's hit or miss. Because it's more miss than a hit. But there definitely is good movies out there with like subtitles. But
like Secret of the Use.
But the majority, it's like if it's like blah 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 part 2 blah 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 blah. It's like okay.
Damn, that sounds tight. No, I know what you mean though. But me personally, I don't mind. I don't mind subtitles. But I would rather them continue just with numbers.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see.
I noticed that also, like at the end, spoilers for anybody, that it reveals that obviously Johnny Cage is going to be the center of attention for the next one.
Did they announce like who's
no,
going to be?
They didn't even show his face in the movie.
I hope it's Tom
Hardy. On the poster. Tom Hardy is Johnny Cage?
No, I hope it's Conor McGregor.
Fucking A.
Who the fuck is this guy?
But yeah, like when they pan over to like the movie poster, they don't show the face.
No, it's just like him holding his cage belt.
Right. Yeah. They probably just did that because they don't have the actor yet. Yeah. But
probably be
I was never a Luke Cage fan, dude.
Johnny Cage?
Johnny Cage. Dude, who's Luke Cage? Who's Luke Cage?
Luke Cage is from Marvel.
Where's your brain at, dude?
Hey, Eddie's drunk.
What? Luke Cage?
You weren't a Johnny Cage fan?
No, Luke Cage.
Both of them.
Luke Cage was a white guy, right?
I think him and Kano were like my least picked characters.
Oh, in the game? Like playing the game?
Yeah.
I always picked either Liu Kang or Kung Lao.
Kung Lao was cool in this movie.
Until Cabal became a character, and I would always choose Cabal.
Oh, dude, I just came up with like a sick idea.
What?
I wish I had like connects in the studio because I would definitely pitch it. But you know how you guys were talking about like a whole universe deal thing?
Yeah.
What if they made a Killer Instinct movie?
I never played those games.
No?
No.
Oh, dude, those games are sick.
You looked at me so disgusted right now.
Dude, the first Killer Instinct is so... I don't like fighting games. Mm-hmm. I don't. But that's like...
That's a fighting game? I don't know. Like...
Yeah, that's why I was like, if they make like a Killer Instinct movie, and like, you know what I mean? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
That'd be fucking dumb, dude.
I wouldn't mind that.
So bad.
I don't know if I could trust your opinion. You're over here giving me wrong names and shit.
Oh, I thought you said
shut up.
Basic Instinct.
I don't know why, but like I said, I've never played Killer Instinct, so I don't know. I'm not familiar with the game. But when I hear that name, I always confuse it with Turok for some reason.
that's like one of my favorite games too, dude.
Like with the dinosaur like on the cover or whatever.
Yeah.
Are they similar at all?
No, not at all.
Then I don't know why. Like
Killer Instinct is a fighting game, and
Okay.
Turok's just like a first-person shooter.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I would always confuse them. But
Anyways. Is there anything that you guys would change in this movie?
Probably Cole and Shao Kahn. I mean, fuck you, Eddie.
Yes, I'm not the only one.
Fucking dumbass Eddie.
the casting of Shang Tsung definitely.
Yeah, I'd get like, I don't know,
Dude, how do you guys
Denzel
feel about
Washington on that?
Scarlett Johansson.
as Cole Young?
Asshole Young.
As Cole Young. Asshole Young.
No, yeah, I would definitely change the casting of Shang Tsung. It's not like I said. It's not. I don't think that guy's a bad actor. It's just I felt like
It's just miscasted.
yeah, it was miscasted.
You
Like
need a different guy.
It just sucks that like one of his henchmen was like more menacing than him, you know?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah. So Zero, I liked what they did like with him.
Oh yeah, that was like a gripe I had with this movie. The costumes.
So
You didn't like it?
I didn't like him either, dude.
Yeah, I didn't like the ninja costumes for Scorpion.
They're fucking samurai costumes. They're not ninjas,
Sub-Zero.
dude. They're not
'Cause I
agile.
remember when Sub-Zero came out. Like I was like, man, you look dumb.
I don't think they
But-
look stupid, but
When he was getting down with Hanzo, like in the end, you know,
He
right
takes
Kind
his
of
armor
started
off.
falling
when
apart.
he- yeah, I was like, ooh, now you look cool. But
Yeah.
I was like, you should have looked like that from the beginning. You look kind of stupid with all the armor shit on you and trying to do ninja moves and shit, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
they just like I don't know. Ninjas are supposed to be like in the shadows, quiet.
Like I really like
Cloth.
the first Mortal Kombat Scorpion and like
Yeah, those costumes are sick.
where it's like all black but they're wearing the blue like
I think that falls like
the costume
into.
that Eddie was wearing. Was Eddie wearing? Was he really wearing?
Dude,
No,
he
that was
fucking-
Sub-Zero, dude.
He was rocking that shit through the whole movie, dude.
Dude, where'd you get that?
I don't know, Amazon, I think.
Really?
He's part of the
I've had it for a
Lin Kuei,
while.
dude. He's part of the Lin Kuei.
Yeah, what's up? Been Hans my dad.
Turn this into ice right now.
Turn the comment eyes.
Nah, dude, yeah, I had the same problem too. Looking at it, I'm like, man, you look bulky, and like,
Yeah.
how are you gonna move in that?
I mean, they were still doing it. You know, they were still going at it, but it's like
I remember I did see an interview with I can't remember the actor who played Sub-Zero.
is he the same guy from The Night Comes for Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Raid movies and all that.
Yeah.
And he was saying that like how it was like a challenge. He lost like so much weight being in that costume,
Because it's heavy or what?
and I'm just like, that alone should show you that it's like, yeah, a ninja wouldn't wear this.
Yeah.
You know, because they did look more like samurais than anything. I did not like how Scorpion looked.
Scorpions looked a lot more like free roaming than Sub-Zero.
I just didn't like his hood. I was never a fan of that Mortal Kombat.
The hood.
Yeah, like 'cause I know it was in what 11 or
I think so.
one of them, but
I think it was
didn't
an
like
alternate costume though. I don't think it was like
The main one.
Yeah.
I just miss like the simplicity of like the originals and
But the one Scorpion had felt, or it looked like it was a lot more lightweight than the one Sub-Zero had. Because Sub-Zero's looked like armor.
yeah.
And like Scorpion's, his looked like all cloth, but it just looked bulky on him.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like I just this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I didn't like that they got an old fuck to play Scorpion.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he was like, I don't know, like 300 years old.
No, I don't know. I just want to see like two young fuckers duking it out, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's why they had Cole.
Yeah, but he's not Scorpion though.
I thought
Well,
like
is Cole like a part of the new games? Is he a new?
no, he's like Eddie said, he's a character they
he-
made for the movie.
Yeah, because I remember seeing him and being like, I don't know who the fuck this guy
Yeah,
is.
no.
Like,
No, yeah, he was just made for the movie.
and then his armor thing, I was
I
like,
thought he was gonna end up turning into Scorpion, like
I
a
thought so too.
reincarnated,
Like he was gonna be like, or Hanzo was gonna come out and be like,
"You're Scorpion now."
Get
Gives
over-
him the spear.
he's all get over here.
Oh, I will say that. For the people listening, Birdie put his arms out like he was gonna hug someone when he said that.
What were you gonna say?
When they use like the popular catchphrases, I didn't like how Scorpion said his "get over here."
Yeah, it was a little weird. It felt funny. Wait.
In the original one, it's so like it sounds like there's an announcer saying it, but it's fucking dope.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Who
make
did that?
sense.
Who did that voice?
Ed Boon.
He did, huh?
Yeah.
They should have just got him to come back just to do
Just
that one
play
line
him?
again.
Just to play him? He's all old.
Yeah, we got an old guy, dude. Might as well.
Some old white dude.
No, one thing I didn't mention about the '90s one, it's out of nowhere. Like it doesn't go with anything else that happens in the movie. When Reptile goes in that statue thing, and he starts morphing into the ninja, there's like all you hear is somebody say "reptile."
Oh,
And
yeah.
then he like spears, and I'm like, dude, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't happen any other time in the movie.
It doesn't?
No.
Just that one time?
Just
Just
that one time.
But it's fucking tight, dude.
Isn't there music playing though?
Right after he says that, the music starts. It's fucking perfect, dude. And he just kicks the shit out of Liu Kang into a wall.
Fuck, I want to rewatch just that scene.
And it shows Liu Kang like going through the wall. Like, see, that's what I mean. Like, there's nothing like that crazy in this movie.
I didn't like how disposable Reptile was in the new movie too.
I remember I
Was that Reptile or was that another character?
No, it's supposed to be Reptile.
Because he called him Sizoth.
I think that was like his real name or something.
Reptile, like they're I guess they're people. Like they're lizards.
Oh,
So there's a bunch of them.
okay.
But
That I did not know.
yeah, there's a bunch of them, and
Okay.
I don't know. Like I remember I YouTubed that fight scene with Reptile and Liu Kang in the original, and like I was reading the comments, and everyone was just talking like, "Fuck, I want to see like a ninja version of Reptile again," because I think after a certain Mortal Kombat game, he just became a lizard,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, that sucks,
yeah,
dude. Like
that's
I want to
whack.
see him like.
Yeah, like because in the newer games he's a lizard.
What?
I told
Like,
Fidel,
he still has like the ninja suit on.
but it doesn't even look that cool. Yeah,
it's
it's like modified to fit his weird ass
Yeah.
lizard body.
Ew.
But like I was telling Fidel, it would have been cool to have him like be like a ninja and just have like his face like a fucking lizard or something like that. Cause I don't remember. I think maybe not the first one, the second one. Which is the one that introduced Reptile
the movies.
in the game? I think it was the first one, right? He was like a hidden character.
No, I don't think he came until the second game.
But well, he was.
Oh, Reptile?
Mhm.
Yeah, did you guys know that he was actually the first hidden character in any game ever?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And it was like fucking difficult to like unlock him too. And but yeah, there's like I don't know about Mortal Kombat, but there's one that he's kind of like Scorpion where he takes off his mask, and he has a fucking reptile head.
Yeah.
And I thought that would have been fucking cool, which kind of reminds me of Scorpion when he finally takes off his mask and breathes fire. He didn't take off his whole fucking mask. His face wasn't a skull. I was really
Yeah.
bummed
Oh,
out
like
about
in the
it.
first movie where he like.
Yeah, he does that in almost all the games, right?
Yeah.
And
I
they
was,
didn't
I was
do that.
hoping they were gonna do that, but yeah,
And I
he just take off like the faceplate.
I found out why.
Why?
Something to do with China. Like they can't show like skulls like that,
Really?
so they did it for money.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
I didn't know that.
So they would have shown that. Oh, we can't release it in China. We're gonna lose out on money. Yeah.
Whack.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. They're fucking afraid. Bunch of babies.
Hey, relax,
Yeah,
relax.
I wanted to see that though the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like building up to that. And you're like, you know, it's gonna happen. Like, there's not gonna be an MK movie without that.
I do like the effect though of like him doing it because he was like a normal face and he started doing it and like the skin started burning off and you could see the skull like coming out. But that was the most.
But yeah, how dope would it have been though to see like his whole fucking skull?
That would have been tight.
I don't know. Missed opportunity.
But would you guys watch another one? Because I mean, they're gonna make
this
more.
This movie definitely felt like a first of many.
Yeah,
Like at the end of it, I was like, man, I definitely feel like I saw like the first of a trilogy right now.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they hyped up the tournament and they never got to it.
Yeah, and then, I mean, a lot of the main characters like didn't die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kano died, right? Yeah, he died.
Yeah, because Sonya took his mark.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I do hope, like I said, I do hope this is taken serious. That way we can see better video game movie adaptations. You know.
I'm kind of like weary about it.
Okay, I just remembered something. Some of the characters died, but that doesn't mean that they can't come back. Because there is a game where, and because at the end of the movie, Shang Tsung says like he's gonna come back with an army. There's a game where he brings back dead
Zombies.
warriors. Yeah, so they're like zombies.
I don't think they'll do that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring back some characters.
Sub-Zero for sure.
But it ain't gonna be like in zombie form, like in the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring back fucking Sub-Zero. I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring back Kano with this fucking metal thing on his eye.
Yeah,
because he got stabbed in the eye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm also afraid that if that happens, it's gonna make the first one even like less impactful.
You think so?
It's like, oh yeah, Sub-Zero didn't die in this fight scene, so it's not that cool. Kano didn't die in this fight scene, so it's not that cool. Oh, there's another reptile. Oh, so it's not that cool. See what I mean? Like, it's just gonna make every single fight scene seem less impactful, which is what I'm afraid of, because like I'm telling you, movies just focus on building trilogies and this and that. So, like, instead of making like a good standalone movie with maybe like a little cliffhanger at the end or something, you know,
just to leave like a door.
I thought
crack.
that's how they were gonna approach it. You know, they were just like.
But this one was like straight up like, oh no, it's a world, like we're gonna expand and we're gonna do this.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, after I finished watching, I was like, yeah, I definitely felt like I watched like a setup movie.
Yeah.
So
that would have been cool if they did what they did with like The Matrix, where it's like they filmed one long movie and they split it in half.
Oh, with like Reloaded and Revelation.
Yeah, like I think it would have worked out, because then like you kind of would have expect that, and it would have made sense. Like, okay, we got the other half coming out like next year, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna wait 3 years for this movie that didn't really have an actual ending. Like, it just kind of like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to wait for the next one. Like, there's nothing, like, even after, like, say that they didn't announce that the actor who played Sub-Zero was coming back, you kind of know, like, oh, Sub-Zero is not really dead. He's coming back regardless of knowing that information. And it's like, it shouldn't feel that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the in the 90s one, when he's, you know, killing everyone, or when they kill off like some of the characters, you're like, okay, that's the end of it.
That's what makes everything with Marvel, what's going on with Marvel, so lame to me.
Yeah.
Cause like, I don't know. You'll watch like Avengers Endgame. Like, that movie feels so stupid now. It's such a stupid movie now that you watch it. Not Endgame, fucking Infinity War.
Oh yeah.
Like you watch that one, and like I remember when it first came out, like you watch it and you're just like if you're like a big fan of the whole Marvel thing, you'd be like, oh. But then you watch Endgame and you're like, well, that was a pointless movie.
Yeah.
That was a waste.
Remember when it came out and I told you like they're gonna use time travel or they came back, and I told you, I'm like, if they do that, I'm gonna be pissed, dude. And they got called out, and
they did that, and then me and Eddie were so fucking terrified that they were gonna do that with Star Wars, the last Star Wars. We were like, they better not fucking do that, dude.
At that point, I didn't care, dude. I was like, man, anything's any better than the last shitty movie.
You thought Force Awakens was shitty? Because Last Jedi was perfect, dude.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, going back to the movie, I did like that they introduced the fatalities. I did not like Goro.
Okay, I was gonna bring that up because like I want to kind of wrap things up.
Yo,
now.
homeboy looked like the Hulk.
Yeah, he looked exactly like the fucking
I was
Hulk.
like, damn, Bruce Banner, like
Banner. All right, so to wrap up this episode, let's talk about Goro. Because in the original movie, you made some points.
$1 million animatronic puppet suit thing. Yeah,
he was menacing. You know, he was a force. You know, like they built him up in that movie with all those like not pointless, but those
he's the one
fights.
that won all the fucking tournaments.
Yeah.
Up until that point. And in this one, they specifically say that they won 9 tournaments in a row. If they win 10, they get to take over the other realms.
Yeah, and he's their champion. So like, for him to be used as like to help Cole gain his like power,
Arcana,
like. Oh, that was upsetting. That was so upsetting.
Remember when Cole goes back to his family and then like you see the smoke start coming out of the barn?
Yeah.
And me and you were like, oh, smoke is going to come out.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. Yeah. I was like, ooh, smoke, nice.
Yeah. And then you see these giant hands. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then fucking Goro comes out. I'm like, okay, like maybe he's gonna fight Goro and like get his ass kicked, and then like later on in the sequel or something, like they're gonna fight again. But he fucking kills Goro. This champion who won 9 champions in a row,
gets
like
beat by like a noob.
Yeah, and then he struggles to go against Sub-Zero. Like,
yeah, and it's just like, dude, like,
yeah,
like it was really underwhelming. His character was so like he could have been so much better, and he had like this green tint to him.
it's the Hulk, dude.
Yeah,
I bet they probably just stole like the animation of the Hulk. Like, oh, this is tweak it a little bit.
It's just a Hulk with 4 arms.
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. Like one thing about the Evil Dead movie, like the remake, the 2013 one, like they made it a thing. Like, okay, the first one, it was a movie that was way ahead of its time. They used practical effects, weird camera work, and we're gonna incorporate that into this new movie. We're gonna have some CGI, but for the most part, it's gonna be all practical effects to kind of like say like, oh, we're thankful for this movie, and this is like this is our thanks to it. And they did such a good job. Like everything in that movie looks like practical. It looks realistic. It looks like they took their time and they were having fun and putting makeup on and all that. And they didn't do that at all with Goro. Yeah. And like that's the one thing that MK1 had. Like Goro was like this achievement. Like fucking Jim Henson would have been fucking proud,
Yeah.
Like, and it was just a CGI mess, and he did not look good. And I remember when the first trailer got released, I sent you guys a screenshot of Goro. I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? Yeah. I'm like, it looks like a fucking PlayStation game. And I remember Birdie or you, one of you, like maybe like they're still working on the effects.
I think it was me.
Yeah, and then we were like, well, it's coming out like in a month. Like I doubt it,
Yeah.
And they didn't. Like that's what we got.
Yeah, it looked the same. It looked the same as in the trailer.
So I would say that about the whole CGI for this movie. It's kind of shoddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Yeah, another scene, was when Kung Lao. You mentioned it when Kung Lao. What's the character's name? The one with the bat wings. The one that he kills when he jumps on her back. The background, like that whole sequence.
It looks like Harold and Kumar when they're riding the cheetah.
Yeah. Like it looks so fake.
I like that character a lot in this movie.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao.
He was a good character, and they killed him off.
Yeah. So when they killed him off, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
He had the best scene in the whole fucking movie.
Which one?
When he does his fatality.
Oh yeah.
And he cuts that demon girl in half.
And he even announces his like victory.
Yeah, like I thought that was cool. That's so cheesy, but it works.
Yeah.
And they didn't have more of that. Like,
yeah. Hey, Liu Kang was fucking jacked too.
I like the character they got for Liu Kang.
Yeah.
And the actor, because he's like a soft, strong dude.
Yeah.
So
he's almost like he has like this peacefulness to him.
Yeah, but he can probably like turn your head into liquid.
Like when he flexed, when he like took his shirt off and he was like flexing.
Dude, man, Fidel got a boner.
It's like this motherfucker's got muscles.
You guys started sweating.
I did think it was funny that Jax's Arcana, his arms just like he gets fucking metal arms out of nowhere. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Like I'm in. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but oh well.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
Yeah.
But I liked his like the way he fucking clapped that guy's head out. Like that was
cool. It would have been better if he did it with his butt though,
huh? Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts. You guys have anything else to say? Like before ending it?
I think it's worth watching. I'm hoping the sequels they take more care of them and
hopefully
focus on the fighting.
I just hope that this, like I said, I just hope this movie sparks like more attention towards other video game movies, not just fighting games.
Yeah, it's like get away from the comic books movies for a while.
Yeah, just
like that shit's dead.
Explore some other stuff if you're gonna be doing shit like that.
Right. I think it's worth watching it just for Sub-Zero alone.
Yeah,
like he's fucking awesome in this movie.
Yeah, I would suggest watching it. Also, it's gonna be on HBO Max. I think for 30 days, before it's taken off. But yeah, like if you have HBO Max, go ahead and watch it.
Really quick. I like how they used the theme song for Scorpion's theme at the end, like just the beginning. Those like bars.
Yeah. I actually really like the music in the movie.
Yeah, we didn't mention the music.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No, I enjoyed it.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I just like
enjoyed
that one that Eddie just mentioned.
I think the one that stood out was when the Kung Lao fight scene.
Yeah.
And I remember like you mentioned it. You're like, oh, hey, this song sounds tight.
Yeah.
And it had like this weird like synthesizer effect to it, and like I don't know, it was cool. I like the music.
Yeah, I enjoyed the music. But yeah, I would definitely recommend watching it. It's on HBO Max. Should be on there for another 30 days. I think it's in theaters too. Like some theaters are open, so if anybody wants to see it in theaters. But thanks for sticking with us on this episode of Mortal Kombat discussion. You could find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at BetamaxULTD. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Stitcher, anywhere you get your podcasts. You'll find us on there. Just search for Betamax. And we'll see you next time.